What's up, fight fans? This is Kirk DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Big John Fury. Get this. John Fury warns Tyson not to do one thing against Oleksandr Usyk. And he had this to say. He said he needs a different style altogether. With Usyk, he's totally different. If you go back to many years ago, you can watch it on the internet. It's Jerry Cooney, Michael Spinks, and Michael Spinks is a blown up light heavyweight weighing just over 14 stone at the time. Jerry Cooney is a 6'7", 18 stone. Look what happened. These are speed men. You just can't have that straight up going forward looking to land a bomb on these kind of fighters, because guess what? They can see it coming and they will avoid it. Usyk is very good. He is a good mover. He's got a good brain. He's got good footwork, and the style for Deontay Wilder and Francis Ngannou isn't going to cut it for a man like Usyk. Those are the words of Big John Fury, and let me counterpunch. Do you guys see the pattern with John Fury? Week goes by, week after week, the closer it gets to showtime. These examples, these explanations, these concerns are getting very, very more drastic, more impactful. He's getting more worried. And I think that before, when this fight didn't look like it was going to happen, this is pre-Ngannou, right? Tyson Fury only fought one time last year, and that was against Francis Ngannou. Now, before that, it was all about, hey, Usyk doesn't have a chance. Usyk's a middleweight. Usyk won't be able to touch Tyson. Tyson will destroy Usyk. Tyson is miles from Usyk. All these things were said by Big John Fury. And I just see how it's amazing how someone can just turn and do a total 360. Okay? And just turn and be like, hey, yeah, I think you're a bum. I don't think he's this. I don't think he's that. And then all of a sudden, hey, you got to change your style to beat this man because he's very, very good. He's a mover. He's got a brain. He's got good footwork. He's got the style. He doesn't have the style of your last two opponents. And the strange thing is, this is exactly what I was saying. So I think either John Fury always knew what he's telling us, and he just didn't really want to admit it, and he doesn't like Javen Sugar Hill, because that could always be, the case too. I don't think John Fury trusts anybody but himself and family. Therefore, he feels that Tyson Fury can't do the type of things that he used to do. Maybe his dad feels that he's past his prime. Maybe these are feelers. Maybe he's just, putting stuff out there so the cushions are better when he does fall. A lot of these things come into play when you discuss John Fury and his concern for his son. And I think he's starting to realize, and I know the last performance scared the cowboy shit out of Big John Fury. I know it scared him to death because how Francis Ngannou was able to put him down and how he didn't look great. But I think this is what I feel for Big John. I think Big John should stop being a worrywart. I think he should start having confidence in his son. I think his words, regardless of how true they may be, because I think the same thing. I think the footwork and the speed and the conditioning of Usyk is going to be too much for Tyson Fury. But one thing we will find out is where Tyson Fury's true legs are. Because if his legs give out like an old man Luis Ortiz, he's in trouble. But we're going to find out on the night. But I feel his dad, Big John, at this point, because it's too late now for all this stuff he's talking. That fight is going to happen how that fight's going to happen. He won't be in charge of the strategy or the game plan of Tyson Fury. So I suggest that Big John Fury needs to get on the bandwagon or get the hell off and get the hell out of the way if he's not going to be a help for Tyson, because at this point, the last thing Tyson needs is someone else coming in and saying what you're doing in training and how you're training is all wrong. That's not going to help Tyson Fury. Not at this point. Okay? Their projections, their game plan, okay, their strategy, they're doing a particular thing. It's going to either work or it won't. But it's too late for anybody to say, oh, no, you're not going to do this. This is not going to help. Just because you don't agree with how the coach is training Tyson Fury based on the last opponents that he had. And I think he should have more confidence in Tyson, because if he feels that there's no other fighter better than Tyson that came out his mother's womb, that means he should have confidence in that fight or in his son. And he's not doing that. And that's the problem. And I feel that, that's just negativity. And you're just trying to, talk negative about your son. I hope Tyson's not even paying attention to it, because it's not going to help him. I don't, sometimes people can talk and they think they're doing a good job or helping you, and they're really not. They're actually doing the opposite. Speak it, believe it, receive it. The power of the tongue is very powerful, right? Bruce Lee said it himself. Don't ever talk bad about yourself or people talk bad on you, because your body don't know the difference, does it? Okay, so that is what John Fury should do at this point, because that fight is next month. That fight is about 4.5 weeks away. Okay? And Tyson's getting prepared. He should support his son and stop talking about what could happen and start believing in your son like you did before the fight was truly, honestly made. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Big John Fury stating that his son has to do more than what he did in his last fights to beat Oleksandr Usyk, because all of a sudden Oleksandr Usyk is very, very, very good. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.
Peace.